is time to slide into a conversation that is weighing heavy on the minds of all of the listeners out there in the Outlaw Nation. Men versus women, women versus men, the love dance that we articulate. It may not be a game, but it's played like a game. You have to know the rules. You have to know how to do it. And the most important part is you have to know how to win. We've got part of our brain trust here on the Outlaw Day Show, a man called Doc Love. Doc Love has profiled, interviewed, and investigated over 10,000 women. He has compiled hours and hours of research. Has come together basically with an overview of how to date. And in our ever-evolving and changing times, now it's not just asking people out that you meet at church or at the community center. Now, in fact, you're dating online. And Doc, you're joining us today, and you've got some helpful tips on how to navigate this online dating world and a world of social networking, correct?
Yeah, I have some tips here to make you guys more efficient.
Efficient.
I'm going to be myself and wing it doesn't work. So let me go over these 5 helpful tips here, and then you can give me your comments. Number 1, you've got the girls look at photographs. You got to get 2 professional photographs. The first one, I want you to, like you're applying to be, you want to run Yahoo. You're going to be in a tie and a blazer, a white shirt, smiling. The other picture is going to be you on your motorcycle, your arm over the top of your horse, or borrow a neighbor's cat and hold a cat and smile with a cat. Or in a tennis outfit, you're hitting the ball. I want a casual look, and I want a dressed-up look.
You know, when we started our Facebook page, not even a year ago now, one of the things I noticed, because when you have a fan page, in the Outlaw Day Show, we have a fan page, and all these people, they become fans. And I'm not that adept at navigating this, but what I noticed was when I'd open up, before it was almost 5,000 fans. When I first opened it up, you'd see all the pictures of all the people that had signed up, and women go to extreme lengths to have, as you say, they look professional. They have beautiful photographs, glamour shots, whatever, and guys have awkward self-portraits.
They look like a bunch of bums.
With cell phones, half their heads cut off. Sometimes it's just a picture of, like an air conditioner and part of a smile. And women take this very seriously, and you have to put the shoe on the other foot. If they take that much time and effort into their pictures, it's because they put that much stock into it. And therefore, we should, as you say, we should take the time to have professional photos, because if the lady of your dreams is judging you by these 2 photos, you want to.
Yeah, see, they don't read what you say below it. You got to pass it. She's just going flip, 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 flip. Oh, this guy's kind of interesting. Oh, what's this picture? He's holding some cat. Oh, he looks nice in a suit. And then I read his profile, and maybe I'll send him a wink, meaning an email. But the point is this. You go on as many sites as you can. You get on Match.com. You get on
eHarmony.
Singles. You get on Chemistry.com. There's another one called Zoosk, ZOOSK.com. If you're going to do this, the more the numbers. It was like I was reading something the other day, like 200,000 people a day in the world join dating sites. So
I remember a decade ago when one of my sisters just said, I've been kind of a dry spell, so I've signed up for the dating service. And I laughed at her. And I know it's my sister. So, but here we are a decade later, and so many people are actually utilizing the social networking.
The thing about I can never get a date, so therefore I got to go to the internet. That image is gone now.
Right.
This is the 21st century. Things are different, and this is efficient. You meet a lot of people. Rule number 2. You've got to remember now, when you put down information on this, you don't want to say too much. You want to keep it general. But they're going to say, what are you looking for? And Outlaw Dave's going to say, I'm looking for a self-reliant woman who's a flexible giver who will laugh at my jokes, period. Let's see if we can Let's meet at Starbucks and see if I can make you giggle, period.
Now, when I use the word flexible, is that like code?
Attitude.
Okay, attitude.
Now, we're not talking about gymnastics now in the bedroom, Dave.
Well, I don't know if we're supposed to use code on these things.
One thing about you, Dave, you don't have sex on the mind.
You're not supposed to put NSA on it, right? All right, what's the next thing that we need to make sure?
You're going to do 1 to 3, maybe 4 emails. There's some women out there that say, well, it's too soon, don't rush me. And 6 months later, you're still emailing her. If she won't meet you at Starbucks in 3 or 4 emails with your profile and your photograph, forget it. She's a stroker, time waster. So there's a lot of them.
The same rules apply in the online dating world as they do in the real world. If she's saying no, she means no.
She means no. That's out. It's a numbers game.
All right.
Okay. But then the fifth one, and this is real important. When you say let's meet at Starbucks for 45 minutes for an hour, let's say, what you're telling this girl is you're real busy, you're real picky indirectly, and there's no pressure on her. She's bringing her own car. And the third or fourth email, let's meet at 3rd in Arizona, in Houston. Let's meet at Starbucks at 6 o'clock and see if we have a match. And that's it. But here's the thing. The Starbucks date is not a date. It's the meeting before the date. If you're telling her up front, before we get into an $80 meal, let's check each out a little bit. And a self-reliant woman, a woman who's sharp, will go along with that. A mercenary, she says, no, I want shrimp and steak. I'm not going to go out and drink a cup of coffee with some guy. Well, because you don't like him.
Right.
You're not looking for a guy. You're looking for you have no food in the refrigerator. That's your problem.
Right.
On the other hand, this is the thing. There's a lot of great women out there. And what I do with you guys, I try to distinguish between the good ones and the not so good ones so they don't hurt you down the road. Because if a girl ends up dropping you, you say, I want this girl 4 months, $100 a date. I wasn't hustling other girls, and the clock is ticking. I don't look as good as I did 4 months ago. Time's a factor. We don't want to waste time with strokers and users. We got to get to a good one, and then we're going to apply the system, show manners in class, and this girl's going to fall in love with us.
And what are the 3 things that we always need to remember when we're interacting with the opposite sex?
You show confidence, self-control, and challenge. You're going to keep the conversation fun and light. There's going to be and these are the 5 rules. It's real easy. Keep it light, keep it funny, no heavy subjects, no negatives, no put-downs, which means most guys won't be talking.
All right, and we've posted the worksheet from this week's lesson, 5 tips for online interaction, social networking, and dating. 5 helpful tips from Doc Love. Don't forget, here in Texas, you can hear his weekly radio program at 6 p.m. on Fridays at doclove.com. And of course, as always, we appreciate your sage advice because the reality is, it is a game. There are rules and there are ways to navigate this relationship waters. You can't just go, I'm going to be honest and be myself. Time enough for that, right, Doc?
Yeah, I want the guy to be honest. I just don't want him to be open. We'll do that way, way later.
That's part of the system way later. All right, Doc Love from doclove.com. We've got the this week's tips posted on the blog, the950.com. Also on there, we've got the link and some of the pictures from the Miss Universe contestants. The Miss Universe contestants in all their new glory. What they've got going on now is in anticipation of the pageant, body painting. You get these emails all the time. It's like the body painting. Well, these are Miss Universe contestants body painted. So we're kicking it up a notch.